Want to know what you can get for less than $400,000 in Savannah, Georgia? Well, I just finished doing 4 amazing home tours in the area of a couple different homes. So you're going to have some variety of exactly what you can get and what $400,000 can get you here in the area. Without further ado, let's go on this tour. Alright, so let's talk about Georgetown. I love it here because it is the in-between. Why do I say that? Well, it is perfectly in between Richmond Hill and Savannah. So you're gonna get best of both worlds, and it's not a very long commute to either one. If I had to guess, because I'm not looking right now, to get to downtown Savannah is only gonna be about a 25-minute drive. And that's the same deal to get to the heart of Richmond. It's gonna be about 20 to 25 minutes. So it really is right smack dab in the middle. Also, it does have all your basic amenities that you're gonna need. There's a Walmart, there's Dunkin', there's Planet Fitness, there's a lot of community pools around here. The schools are decently rated, and this is a very family-oriented area, in my opinion. Along with that, it's also very quiet. Right, and a lot of these communities here are older, and you are also going to find a lot of new construction as well coming into the area. But I do like the older neighborhoods, which we're going to take a look at here in a second at 2 of them, because they just have their own peaceful vibe that you're not going to find in many new communities. All right, y'all, so I just turned into the first neighborhood of this tour. One thing that I do like about this community is that majority, if not all, the homes are well maintained, which I love to see communities that actually, take care of their homes and everything looks nice. Now I'm gonna speed up, that way we are not here forever and we can get to this house. All right, y'all, so first home on our list is 104 Junco Way. Now, let's stop sitting out here in the hot sun and let's go inside. So let's go ahead and set inside. When you come in, you are welcomed into the living room. It's a nice, cozy space. And then just off to the left, you have the dining room. And then over here, you have the kitchen with lovely, well-preserved butcher board countertops. You got a storage closet over here. And you do have a breakfast nook over here. The half bath is tucked away past the kitchen. And you have your pantry. And access to your garage. This is a standard 2-car garage. And let's get a different view of the living room. All right, now let's head upstairs. All the bedrooms are located upstairs. So this is gonna be the primary. It's a lovely space. You have a walk-in closet, which is currently being used as a nursery. Pretty smart idea. And then you got a second walk-in closet that I walked past. right here with plenty of space. And check out this bathroom. I mean, just look at that soaking tub, shower, dual sinks. Off to the next bedroom. So we got one over here. Good sized. With a nice little closet. We got the third bedroom over here. As you can see, they are decent size. There's 2 beds in here, and there's still plenty of space. Here's the common bathroom for all the rooms to share. And then we have the last bedroom, which is the largest compared to the other 2, not counting the primary. All right, let's go head on outside and look at the yard. This backyard is incredible. Look at all the space, the mature trees, so you have a bunch of shade out here. This is an amazing space. So we are heading into community number 2, home number 2 of this tour. Now this neighborhood is very similar to the last. You know, everybody takes care of their home. And I just love these homes over here. They have such a vibe, these communities. Definitely feels like a lot of families out here, very friendly area. I just love it. And there is the home right there in the corner. Let's go take a look. All right, y'all, I am at 152 St. Ives Drive. Let's not waste any more time and head inside because it is a scorcher today. I do love this green accent on the door. So as we step in, here is the living room, which is right next to the dining room and your access to the backyard. You got a closet over here. Then you got your kitchen with a little eating area. Now this one does not come with a fridge. This is your pantry right here. And you got your half bath, which connects to your laundry room. So this is an older home. So that's why it's gonna have this little odd feature right here. Then we have a bedroom down here, which would make a great office space, and it does connect to the main living area through there, the kitchen, and its own closet. All right, let's go on and head upstairs and check out all the other rooms. Now, one thing that I can tell from this house is that this is a flip. All the floors were redone, fresh paint, appliances. So, I mean, this is a like new home without it being a new home. So you got a bedroom over here. It's a nice walk-in closet. You got your bathroom right here. Another bedroom. And then this is the primary, which is huge. You got your bathroom, dual sinks, big old walk-in shower. Then here's the bedroom with a lot of natural lighting. Then you have walk-in closet number 1 and walk-in closet number 2. All right, let's go ahead and head outside. So check out all this space out here in the backyard. Fenced in, even more mature trees than the previous house. So you have a ton of shade, which trust me, on a day like today where it's 100 degrees out, this shade is lovely. And I do love that it has a fire pit right there. I would not be enjoying that today, but that'd be great during the winter. All right, let's head on out. All right, y'all, so we're heading into the third neighborhood for One Tar Creek. I'm just gonna go ahead and speed it up from here, but that way you guys can get a look of the neighborhood. And there she is right there. Let's step out and take a look. All right, y'all, so here we are at One Tar Creek. Now, a little quick fact about this one is that this is a new construction home. Nobody has lived in it. And the only reason why I know this is because I actually sold a house just down that street. And this used to be the model home where the agent was working out of. So nobody's lived in here. And I do like it because it does have a couple upgrades that not a lot of the other houses have. So let's go inside and check it out. And that is the builder, which is Lennar. So they're a fairly decent builder. So we got a nice entryway. And then just off of the entryway, you have the dining room over here. As you can see, my wife. So then just as you keep going into the house, you have your half bath in here. What's up, y'all? And then you have a closet to store everything you want to hide from your guest. And then you got your garage over here, which has quite a bit of space. A little bit bigger than your average home. And here's your proof that this used to be the model home. All right, so over here we have a huge living room. I love all that natural light. I'm gonna try and not show you all the backyard yet because it's nice. So this would be your eating area, and then look at that kitchen. I just love all that counter space. You know, the pantry in the corner over there, pretty good size. All right, let's go ahead and head on upstairs. All right, so just to the left, you're gonna have a nice little loft area. This would be perfect to make like a little movie room, put a pool table up here, just chill out. We're gonna come over here this way. You got the first full bath. Love this tile flooring in here. You got the laundry room, which I'll have to double check, but I believe this one comes with the washer and dryer. So that'd be another plus, brand new washer and dryer. Then the first bedroom, already painted in like a light pink. So hopefully y'all like that color. Pretty good size. Then it has a nice walk-in closet as well. And then back out here, we got a closet with a bunch of Lennar's information in it. You have another bedroom. This one's just boring gray. With another little walk-in closet. Now that's the primary. You can see that wall. That's a plus. But we're gonna skip that room right now. We're gonna go to the last, not primary bedroom, which is have that nice pretty wall. And then a larger walk-in closet compared to the other two rooms. All right, and now the primary. This thing is huge. And I just love that wallpaper. And you have a big walk-in closet over here. And the husband little space. And then the wife space. And then you have the bathroom, which is amazing. So dual sinks. Walk-in shower with a nice little bench. And that same tile work all around. You got a window in there. The porcelain throne in this private little space. And then a linen closet in here as well, so you don't have to walk out to grab towels. Okay, so quick fact about Lennar homes is that none of the rooms have fans, but they at least have them pre-wired, so you can go ahead and install a fan, and it already has dual switches, one for the fan and one for the light. So at least they did consider that. Okay, let's go on and head outside. I love this view that it has and just the space. Check this out. Just look at all that space. Now, if I had to assume the property line right here where you see the discoloration, that should be what separates them. Then I just love that it has the woods back there. All right, let's go ahead and head over to our next showing. All right, now real quick, while I'm in here, there are just a very few little minor things that I've noticed. Because guess what, even though this is a new construction, there's always gonna be something. No home is absolutely perfect. First thing is, I don't think you can kind of tell, let me see if I can get the lighting a little bit. You can kind of see it back there, is that they did some patch jobs, so you can tell the paint differences. And then as well in the kitchen, if you look at the grout, it's missing in some spots, like right over here. You can see it right there, that it's missing. And there's a couple other spots that are like that, but nothing major. Other than that, I didn't catch anything, very minor things. Does need a pressure wash, does need to get cleaned inside because it's been vacant and empty, but pretty good house, brand new, nobody's lived in it. So this is definitely a home that I would consider. And it does come hooked up and pre-wired with an alarm system. All right, let's head over to the next house. So I'm a little early for my showing here, so I decided to swing by the river at Thunderbolt and show you guys just how peaceful this area is. And I do love just walking through here and looking at all the boats. So as you can see, you got a little dock over here with kayaks. You got the bridge back there. You can see everybody coming in and out. And then you got the sailboats over here. So this is definitely a nice little area. Should be able to head over to the house here in like 2 minutes. I'm just a little early and the owner is still there and I just did not want to intrude. All right, so I'll see you guys over there. All right, y'all, last home of this tour, which is 5109 La Roche. This is a beautiful home here close to the Thunderbolt area. It's a little bit older one than the one we've seen. It was built in 1999, but it has a lot of charm and a little bit of some modern upgrades in it. So let's head inside and check it out. So as we walk in, we got the living room right here. You have a nice wood fireplace, a little bit extra more space over here in the corner. You have your access to the backyard, which we're gonna look at last. Then just off to the left of the doorway, you have your bathroom. A few little upgrades. Then there's the first bedroom, which is currently a nursery. Very cute little setup. There is another bedroom right here, but the door is locked, so I'm not gonna go ahead and open it just in case you have stuff in there. Now let's head over to the kitchen area. We're gonna have the dining room. And you got your cozy kitchen over here with newer stainless steel appliances. And just over here in this little hallway, you do have another door to the side yard. You have your laundry room with the water heater, your pantry, and then keep going down the hallway, which does lead you to the living room, which is just right there. You have your primary bedroom, which for being an older home, this is a very nice sized room. And then you have the primary bath. I'm not sure if y'all noticed, but there are two doors as you come into the room, and those are your closets. Okay, so let's head on outside. So here it is. You got a nice deck. You have a shed in the back corner, and it is all fenced off. There is your HVAC unit. You do have a lot of mature trees surrounding the property, so you'll get quite a bit of shade throughout the day. So two additional things with 5109 La Roche is that this is a busy street. As you can see, there is quite a bit of cars coming by, so you are going to be listening to that just additional traffic noise in front of the house. But one thing that I do like is that it does have this nice little pond area with a walking trail, which is very convenient if you just like going on walks and just enjoying the scenery. This is a very nice area. Just the biggest thing, if you can probably hear it, there are a lot of car traffic right in front of the house. So that's the only negative I have for it. It was a very charming house, very cute. I loved it. All right, y'all, that's the end of the tour. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments, shoot me an email, send me a text. All right, and if anything, check out this next video, and I'll see you there.